And we're on. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you're listening or watching, you are now tuned into I Don't Know That's Perfect. I am one of your hosts. I am Mario from the Southside, and today we have a very, very special episode for y'all. And I say very to a very extensive point because we have a throwback episode edition for y'all. Because if y'all know, we have one of my longest, dearest friends from the beginning joining me here. He finally accepted my apology. He came back on the show.
Okay. You might remember me from OG. I Don't Know That's Perfect. And I'm now your humble, gracious, highly awkward host for over 500. It's your boy, Mark. He's back. Nick's on vacation, apparently. Nick's been getting a lot of vacation time lately. Where's my PTO?
I need my vacation, okay? It's Scorpio season. I ain't got a break, okay?
But, you you told me that we were recording with the AJ Bray today. You know,
Yes,
I had to be here.
Yeah.
I had to be here.
Anytime AJ's in town, we got to make it happen one
So
way
it's
or
not
another.
it's not about me at all today.
No, it's about love abuse.
Two.
Love Abuse 2.
Welcome, Mr. AJ Bray. How
We're
are
on the
you
second
guys
one.
doing tonight?
I'm good. How y'all feeling?
Great.
Chilling, just trying to get into the motions of things and be ready and prepared. But, you
Yeah.
know, as life goes, we never are.
Exactly. You just got to go with it.
Yeah, but as for those that are tuning in, you guys may already know we've had AJ already on 2 shows at this point. We had him on IDK and then we had him on Over 500.
Yes, sir.
So he's now become a part of a friend of the show.
Veteran.
Yeah, bet at this point he's
No
gonna
cap.
eventually be a host at some point.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
when he comes back
I'm with
and the TikTok is booming and shit.
No cap.
The
How you-
TikTok is booming. The music is booming.
Promise you.
So you've been busy with a lot because you went ghost for a second. You ghosted us for a
Yeah.
second.
I went ghost for real. I was out of there.
What has AJ Bray been up to lately?
Man, I just been traveling and working on this album, finishing this album. It went through a lot of phases, so I just had to kind of like finish it, really get it how I want, and then like go live life so I have something to talk about so I could really finish it. And just like get my mental health straight, kind of take a step away from everything to just focus on my art and then just get it straight.
Okay, yeah. I definitely I'm excited. I'm excited for everything that you have in
Yeah.
store and
That's real.
the way you came back with everything. Because we were lucky enough to be able to get a listen before
Yeah,
anything comes
yeah.
out. Because
Already know.
when do you have the project coming out?
November 4th.
November 4th.
All
Today.
streaming services.
What is today? Today's the 29th of
Yeah.
October. You know what? I want to go ahead and drop this after the release. That way we can play some
Yeah.
jams for them because these
Exactly.
are this project. It's I love it.
I
I'm a
appreciate
big fan
that.
of the project.
I
and
appreciate it.
I'm so happy you're dropping it on November 4th. To be selfish, my birthday is the day after.
Yeah.
And
Right there.
I'll be making love.
Please.
So some of the songs on the
Please.
album, they
Please.
fit that setting.
That's
Is
what
is
it's
that,
for.
Is that weird to say?
Yeah, that's not weird at all. You're not the first person to say that.
I
Multiple
feel like it would
people
be
have
weird.
told me
I would tell Drake, yeah, I fucked your song before. Like,
nah, that's what it's for though. We like that.
Okay,
That's,
okay.
that's what it's for.
all right.
Yeah,
when you're
for
going
sure.
through the toxic motions,
Yeah, it's real. It's
you gotta
for
run
that.
it back, run it back.
Well,
Exactly.
it is called Love Abuse too.
Yep.
It's about love.
Love Abuse too.
It's very toxic.
Very.
If I had to describe it in one word,
That's
it's
what
very-
you would call it.
It's
You
very
call it
toxic.
toxic.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But there's a lyric and it's like, "You've been lost. Come find me back in my bed" or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, I've definitely been there before.
Come on. Come on. We all been
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
mean, would you not describe it as toxic or?
I don't think I would necessarily say toxic. I would call it honest.
Honest.
I think toxic is very negative sometimes. I don't think it's toxic, especially because a lot of the songs isn't just about me being toxic. I'm telling a story about somebody else being toxic
Okay.
normally.
Experiences.
Yeah, it's just experiences. I think some of it can be viewed as toxic, but every story kind of can be viewed different depending on who's telling it, you know?
I agree with that. I mean, I
sure.
think the word toxic has a negative connotation
Yeah,
nowadays. but
exactly.
It's overused.
Sometimes you have toxic relationships.
Exactly. Like, it's real. And that's what I was going through that inspired this album was a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure it did come off like that. Like, it makes sense
Yeah.
because that's what it was.
Yeah.
Before we proceed on, what's everybody's definition of toxic? Whenever you hear the word toxic, when somebody describes a relationship toxic, what would y'all suggest is like characteristics of a toxic relationship?
I think a toxic relationship is one that you guys are never on the same page, and I think it's two stubborn people.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
two stubborn people that butt heads a lot. That's a toxic relationship. That was my experience.
I feel like
I
it
feel like
harms
I
your
agree with
mindset, man.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I'll definitely agree. Mark?
Toxic. When you've been done a couple months and it's 2 a.m. and you're like, I'm gonna hit her up.
100%.
And she's happily moving on with her life.
Moved on.
I'm
She's
coming
getting
back
over
in.
you.
I'm coming back in, and I'm gonna fuck it all up.
I think it's when you know you already passed the point of no return, but you still keep bringing it back in because you know you can.
what? I
Yeah.
would agree absolutely with that take.
100%.
Yeah. No, there's definitely like 100 different versions of toxicity. So
Right.
at this point, it has been overused and played out, but it's like does not go away in
Yeah, it's
today's day
real.
and age. You know,
Right.
love has evolved into something else.
Exactly.
But
To
here we
abuse.
are. Yeah, to abuse.
Come on.
Shit. But what was your process for curating this, for coming up with the whole experience of this project, aside from the experiences and the relationships in your past?
I think that was most of it, was just living. I think if I wouldn't have dealt with my last relationship, I wouldn't have been able to make the project because it's really just that experience. But I think living and then finding a way to put the experiences into a song that people would like and that is melodic and that is lyrical but still telling my story.
I like that. Yeah. And you definitely got in your bag in this one because
I appreciate that.
just to throw it out there. One of my favorite ones is by the time this one will be out, you guys will be able to reference the songs as you please. But Frisco, Texas, that one's
Yeah.
one of my favorite ones.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
Man.
I like that one a lot.
And it's also like it's the fact that it's not a long project either. It's
Nah.
short and sweet,
Yeah.
but you can still take in each song.
Exactly,
You know?
and that's what I was trying to do is just kind of make a short story. 7 songs. I feel like I can tell you what I need to tell you and create this short film for you.
And was this all recorded out in San Antonio, or where were you at?
Yeah, it was. I recorded every song on my couch.
Oh shit!
Every single one.
Yeah?
I recorded on my couch by myself. Nobody in there.
And
Just
I
me.
like the cover too. I like the whole
I appreciate it.
theme of
I,
it.
I can see that
Yeah,
because what you were talking about on this project is kind of like personal,
very.
and I'm like, it's kind of like you would have to be alone to create something like that.
Yeah, I struggle to record around other people. I
Okay.
struggle with that. The only person I could really record with is my engineer, Sam, sometimes. That's sometimes. But with this project, I recorded every single one in my apartment by myself. And then I took it to Sam and we mixed it, mastered it together.
Okay.
But when it comes to recording, I have to be by myself. And I have to be, like, in a certain zone.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's like a personal experience, like a
Yeah,
intimate.
I think when I'm by myself, I can kind of just really get those feelings out, really say what I need to say. I've never been the kind of person who likes to record. Like, some people need a party to record.
Yeah.
I've never been that kind of person, especially when it comes to my R&B music because it's so personal. I feel like I have to, like, to be completely honest with myself, I need to be alone, and I need to be in that rhythm.
Did it come all easy to you, as you aside from like, being able to record on your own, like just the music?
Kinda. I think when it comes to like making the songs, yeah. I mean, I didn't write any of the songs. All of them were just off the top, just punch in, just doing
Okay.
it. But I think some of them are very emotional, and I think I had trouble getting through some of it, especially the outro, Play the Field. That was a song I was really going through something that day.
Okay.
Really. And so it was
You let it
hard to
all
get
out.
through that song.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part it was pretty straightforward because I'm just telling my story. If you're not making nothing up, it normally don't take that long.
So aside from the album that you've been prepping and getting ready to roll out, what all have you been up to since last time we all got to kick it?
I just came back from Canada. I went to Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kicked it out there for a few days. Shot a music video out there.
For the album.
Yeah, for the album. What else did I do? I just been really playing FIFA. The new FIFA came out. I got a PS5, so I just been on FIFA every day, just grinding on there like it's my job. That's pretty much it. Just recording, playing FIFA, and that's it.
You been getting in on the TikTok too?
Oh yeah,
huh?
I've been going crazy on TikTok. I've been going crazy, but TikTok is like I don't even be thinking of it like that because TikTok is so quick. You make it in 30 seconds, and
Yeah.
then it just might take off. And so I make TikToks, and they do pretty well.
And as
Thank
you were saying, these the TikToks, you're not even like doing anything related to your music. It's all
Hell
like
nah.
skits and shit.
Nah, because I'm smart. Man, people don't want to see that. People don't
Yeah.
want to. It's so many artists on there promoting their music, And so I just kind of would do my little skits and just kind of get the attention to my page. That'll get people to follow me on Instagram and follow me on TikTok. And then when I do put out music, then people who came from the funny stuff are going to hear it because they follow me.
Have you ever seen Big Kuza on TikTok? Like the big fat dude who's always like saying really corny shit.
Oh, yeah. In the
like,
middle of the street.
Somebody, I'm looking for somebody that's for.
Yeah.
Not for everyone, but
yeah.
He actually that's the route he took. Actually, he's making super corny shit that people hate on him for, but then he starts introducing his music.
I didn't even know that
later on,
that's
and
smart.
it's like, well, we all hate you now, but now we're all here listening to your music,
and it's fire. Yeah, exactly.
And it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good.
I got to pee, but yeah, that's what you got to do. I think sometimes like it's so many people trying to be artists that people are promoting music 24/7 on every platform.
Yeah.
And so you got to stand out in a certain way and do something more than just, hey, please listen to my song, because people are getting that 100 times a day from different people.
Yeah.
I was saying to Mario that your very first track on this project, Does He?
Yeah.
I think it would do numbers on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like the
That's
sound
the
of
plan.
it,
That's
it's
the plan.
how happy it sounds, but the lyrics aren't happy, but it sounds happy.
That's the plan. Yeah.
And I think like if you were to launch that one on TikTok with like maybe some like sad, visuals, it could really do numbers.
That is the plan. Yeah.
You already thought about that?
Oh yeah, definitely. When I make a song and when I make music, when I make projects, I'm not just thinking about the music. I'm thinking about everything that goes around with it. When I'm recording a song, I'm already thinking about the music video. Yeah. And so definitely a record like that, I definitely want to push on other platforms because I think the sound of it has a lot of potential to do numbers for sure. Yeah. And so we just got to go about it the right way.
I see that.
That's smart too, because it's another thing like the whole TikTok capabilities. Like to your point that you're saying, like everybody tries to just dive in head first, just promoting the music. Like people forget that there's other ways to kind of approach the situation.
God. I did that shit one time, bro. Like I rapped on that whole one time, and I was like, I'm never doing this again, bro. That shit's so damn corny. Like I went on there one time, and I like remixed the song, and I like typed the lyrics out on the screen, and that shit got like 300 views. I was like, bro, this shit's so corny. Like I'm never rapping on this app again. Like why would I do that? And then I haven't done it since, and I've been doing numbers.
I mean, but that's good that you experimented with that. And
tried. Of course,
there are some people in the industry too much pride to use TikTok.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
I got homeboys like that. I got homeboys that told me. I've texted homeboys before. Like, hey, bro, I'm doing numbers on TikTok. You should try it. And they like, bro, that's not for me. Like, I'm not gonna be dancing, and I'm not doing that. And I'm like, all right, bro.
I mean,
don't listen
you
to me.
don't have to be dancing.
There's a stigma attached to it.
I danced one time on TikTok. I did the Tootsie slide when that came out. But besides that, I ain't never danced on TikTok. I think my first TikTok, I did the Tootsie slide.
that was my struggle with it, because like I knew that there was potential for audience there. I just didn't know how to approach it with the podcast. I was like, I didn't want to get attached to it, because I know my short attention span is going to hop on the videos and just... Yeah. But then also trying to think of, like, creative ways to promote the show and find the right skits to put on there. You know, they could be either hit or miss, but it's which hard. Other way to do it, you know?
Yeah, it's hard. I think for me, I really just took this stuff that I be tweeting and I just turned them into TikToks, and it worked. Like, people like toxic shit.
Yeah.
You do have some funny-ass tweets. They pop up on my timeline all the time, like Mario and 5 others, like this tweet from AJ Bray. And
Man. It just be my thoughts. For real.
Twitter got a little sad whenever you weren't around for a minute, too.
Man, I was
like, man,
what
a tweet.
I be getting tired of the group thing sometimes. I be having to step out.
Yeah. Man, and that's definitely why I had to, like, check in. And I was like, man, I ain't hear from my guy AJ Bray in a minute. Like, where you been at, you know? But come to find you've been working on this new project.
Been working. I was just trying to get this Love Be Something, really going through it. Like, really going through the things I'm talking about on the album. It's hard to be focused on other stuff when that was really what I was living.
Yeah. When life comes at you hard.
Life hits you hard. Like, all at the same time. I feel like when it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
And that's really what I was going through. So I had to just step away and, like, get all of that right.
And that's something we all forget to do at some point. Like,
exactly.
You know, just kind of step away from that because it's not a necessity.
Exactly. You got to unplug. And I was scared doing it because I was like, man, I'm probably going to lose so many followers because I'm not tweeting. I'm not being active. I'm not pushing my music. And the crazy part is I gained followers.
Oh, did
by
you?
not tweeting.
Oh, wow.
I came back and I had more followers than I did when I left.
Oh, shit.
I think that says to some of the shit you were tweeting.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly. And
you weren't losing the followers.
Yeah, I wasn't losing no followers. And people are nosy, bro. So
Absolutely.
If you're not tweeting for a while and they used to you tweeting, they gonna follow you even if they just been watching just to see what you doing, see if you interact with it. Like, niggas is nosy.
You did say that you were in Toronto.
Yeah.
How was that? What's going on in Toronto?
It was cool. I went out there with my homeboy. Like I just wanted to experience it. I've always wanted to go there, and so I just went out there to see what it was like, and it was mad love, bro. They love Americans out there, bro. 'Cause, like to them, we're foreigners.
Yeah.
So they treated us with so much love and respect. It was I wasn't even expecting it, but it was. They showed a lot of love.
And you were able to push your music out there a little bit?
Yeah, I was definitely able to push my music. I shot a video out there, and then I just met a lot of people because, like, people are very, like, once you say you're American, they just want to know everything
like,
about you. Yeah, no, they really be saying that, too. It's real. Like, yeah, you're American, eh? And so, like, they just really wanted to know me, and so I just met a lot of people and spread the music a little bit.
This last time was your first time out there?
Yeah, that was my first time.
Yeah.
That was my first time overseas. I ain't never left the country before until I went there, yeah.
Are you going to be going back a lot more then or what?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, I booking my flight tonight to go to France. Like, I love traveling. I just be trying to go everywhere.
Oh, you know some French too, don't you?
Yeah, I know a little bit. I'm practicing. I'm learning. Yeah.
Man, it's a love language. You got to.
You got to. And if I can make a song in French, man, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Man.
So,
It was just funny when you said Toronto because to me, like you have like you would make like the perfect ideally OVO sound signing.
I've heard that a lot. And,
You have
and
an
I
OVO
think
sound.
I can see it. Yeah, I've heard that a lot, and I think it solidified it when I went over there because I played some people my music who are from over there, and they were like, "Whoa, like this is it." Like I had one dude who was like, "Yeah, this reminds me of The Weeknd," and like we love The Weeknd.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Yeah, so they definitely like my sound out there.
Your second track, it almost sounded like a Don Toliver track.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that before? Or
No, I never heard that before.
Are you a fan of his music, or would you
I really
pick
ain't
that
listened
as
to much Don Toliver.
Okay.
Like, so I really don't know much about. I've only heard like the popular song, like you ain't saying.
Oh yeah.
I've only heard that song, but I mean, a lot of people like him, so I don't take offense to it or nothing.
Do
Like,
you
I fuck with it.
like comparisons, or you like, nah, I want to be me?
I don't really care. Like, as long as you're listening, like the fact that you can make a comparison means you listen.
Yeah.
And if you listen, I'm happy. I don't care who you call me. You can say I sound like anybody, and you can say you hate it, and I won't care because that means you listen.
You listen.
As long as you gave me my view, I'm straight.
I'm just
I
mad.
could sound like
I'm
whoever.
mad Don Toliver got to lay out with Kali Uchis, bro.
Man, come on, man. Young
Why couldn't it be
Gleesh.
me? Like,
Man, first Young Gleesh, then Don Toliver. Like, when is my turn?
right?
Man?
When are you going to stop punishing me,
Man,
Lord?
I want Love Abuse 3 to be about Cali Uchis, man. Come on.
Nah, I know that would be fire.
Man, for real.
Once you get like the LA type bitches,
Yeah. Nah, I don't want no LA.
you
I've
talking
been
about
there,
you talking
done
about
that.
New York girl.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
Abuse too.
Yeah.
That like real life, like you.
Yeah, that's real life. So the New York girl I was talking about is actually from Austin, but she moved to New York.
Oh,
And
okay.
so that was kind of that. But yeah, that whole track was just necessarily about like how when I go other places, the girls are always cool, they always show love, but I have a special connection to girls from Texas because we're from the same place, so we can relate to things that like when I go to Toronto, I can't relate to girls about certain things over there. Like, even like when we were out, you say you're from Texas, the first thing, you got a gun? Well, yeah, what you mean? Like, duh, I got a gun. And whoa, like, but you say that to a girl from Texas, me too. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
it's just different. So that was just an ode to, like, just women from Texas in general because we got that connection.
And I think we take it for granted how blessed we are with women from Texas.
Man, come on.
Think about some of the baddest women in the industry. They usually come from Texas.
From Texas,
Meg.
man.
Like The Weeknd got his heart broken by a girl from San Antonio, Texas.
Bro, like, that's what
Selena
I'm
Gomez is from
saying.
Texas.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Drake
Texas,
loves these Texas
Yeah,
women
bro,
too.
Texas got some heat, and like
Yeah.
we from here, so we don't think of it like
Nah.
that. But
Absolutely.
like when you go other places,
It's a norm to us.
Go to Maine, bro. Go to Maine. Go to Wisconsin, and then really compare.
Get plain white
Yeah.
bread.
Like, come on, go to Delaware. Go to Delaware and then compare it to the
It's gonna
girls
really
here.
hit the
And then
head.
go to a strip club in Delaware and then go to Ecstasy and see what happens.
That would be such a terrible experience. I feel like
For real, no cap.
I could not, man. Just going on like this whole Texas and Drake view. How did you feel about the Certified Lover Boy and the whole Kanye feud that's going on? 'Cause I know we were talking about how like I was letting people know that I had listened to Views for the first time
Yeah.
earlier this year, and like you guys, both of y'all were like one of the main people that were like, "Oh, like you gotta
Yeah.
really get into it, or just it'll grow on you." It's not one of those that'll like digest like right away.
Yeah.
And of course, it did over time, and it hit. Now I just can't stop listening to this damn project.
Yeah.
And it's how did you feel about the whole Kanye and Drake thing?
Personally, I think they friends. I think
Yeah.
they homeboys behind the scenes.
It's all a
I
scam.
think it's all. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like, bro, they know each other, and it's only so many famous people. Like, they cool with each other. But I think it's good entertainment. But, like, music is like WWE, bro. Like,
all
shit
scripted.
it's wrestling, bro. I don't take any of it serious, because if it was serious, like, niggas would be dying, bro. Like, it's not. This is not real beef.
sometimes,
It
man.
is millionaires arguing. This is not real beef.
What about when Pusha T had that show in Toronto and they pulled up? The OVO boys pulled up.
Yeah. I mean, it's WWE to me, though, because what did they do to him? Nothing.
Well, somebody ended
Like-
up in the hospital. I remember that.
Yeah, probably one of his boys. Like, I think when you at that level, you got people that are willing to be a crash dummy for you for sure, just to prove something. But in terms of real beef, nothing is gonna happen to Drake. Nothing is gonna happen to Pusha.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been happening already.
I saw Kanye hanging out with Jay Prince the other day.
They friends, bro. You
Yeah.
think if Kanye and Drake was really beefing, Kanye would be hanging out with Jay Prince?
Oh no,
That
that's
would
true.
not have Jay Prince, the dude who be getting people chains back, the dude who be
Yeah.
like making things happen, making like he's
Yeah.
not gonna be hanging out if it was some real beef.
He would have straightened that shit out a long time ago.
Bro,
There was
Kanye be
instead of-
dead if Jay Prince wanted him to be dead.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, they cool. Once I seen that, I was like, oh, it's solidified. They homeboys.
Did you have a favorite project between the two, or were they both good to you?
They were both good for different reasons. Like, I listened to both of them. I like both of them for different things, and they were both fire though. Like, I think music is music. It's two artists I love, two artists that have inspired me. I'm fucking with both of them.
I agree.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of Drake in your music. Too.
Yeah, I fuck with Drake. Drake was like one of them people who I think like kind of like helped me realize that you can kind of get in your feelings, but do it in a cool way. Cause I used to make R&B. I used to just be on some rap shit and like I'm the coolest nigga ever, and I want. But then I realized, oh, you can make some really cool things that girls like, especially, and be honest and really like everything not be about how great I am, but about this pain I'm going through.
Okay. 'Cause that's real life shit. That's
Yeah,
shit
that's
you-
real
you
life.
Don't you? And
Exactly.
You hear it in Love Abuse too.
Yeah, and
In real
that's
life.
what I'm trying to do. It's real life.
Emotions and whatnot.
Yeah, that pain.
And that was Frisco, Texas. Second song off Love Abuse 2. And would y'all not agree that was kind of toxic? Like,
Man.
don't text that young man. He's not up right now.
Man,
That's not toxic.
man, that's honesty though. That's honest. He not up. That's not me being toxic. That's me telling the truth.
So what's going on with the name Frisco, Texas?
Frisco. If you've ever been to Frisco, Frisco has some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen, and there's a lot of Persian women, and I love Persian women. And
Really?
I love Persian women. That's my type. And Frisco has a huge Arab community, and they're just all beautiful. Like, all beautiful. They all got money. Like, I love it out there, and I've had a few run-ins with some women from out there. And it was just inspired. Me and my homeboy were having a conversation about Frisco because he's from there. We were just talking about all these girls we know from there and how beautiful they are. And I was like, man, I got to do something for him. So I made that song.
And that's one of my favorite songs off the project too. Really
Yeah.
good song.
Where exactly is Frisco, Texas?
It's like right by Dallas. It's like probably
Oh, okay,
30
yeah.
miles outside of Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just more up north.
Yeah.
Man, we got to go to Frisco.
Man, come
Yeah,
on.
I want to check it out now. What's
We gonna
going
shoot the
on?
video. Come with it.
Bet.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do
I'm
it.
with it. Let's go. We got to make a trip now.
Come on.
So, how many videos you doing for this project?
I don't know. I low-key want to do one for every song. I might. It's only 7. Probably
Yeah.
At least 5.
Okay.
At least 5. Yeah.
You said you already had one in the works. You shot in Toronto.
Yeah, I had that one, and then I'm shooting another one tomorrow, and then I'm shooting another one in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got like 3 already.
Can you tell us what songs or?
I'll tell you one of them. I want to do one for Does He for sure.
Okay.
I want to do, and then Toronto we did Switch Your Focus.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm checking out Does He as soon as it comes out.
Yeah.
That's my favorite song off the
I
project.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
The sound of it gives you like serotonin in your brain because it sounds so happy.
Yeah.
But then you actually listen to what you're saying. It's like, all right, it's not
That's
a
a
happy song.
Very depressing song.
It's a hell of an intro.
Yeah, that's
Kind of sets the tone
that's
for
a
it.
very painful song, but
It-
it sounds happy.
It reminds me of Keep the Family Close.
Yeah.
By the intro of the views.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it sounds nice and everything, but
You
also
listen
like
to
what
what I'm
shit you
saying.
talking
Going on.
about.
Yeah, and that's what that record. That was actually the last one I made for the project. I had a different intro. And we shot the video for that intro in LA.
Okay.
And then I made that one, and I was like, this song is kind of good. And I was like, man, maybe I'm bugging. You know what I'm saying? Then I sent it to Dirtbag, and he was like, that needs to be the first or second track. That's one of them ones. And I was like, you right, say less.
It definitely sounded a little bit different than the rest of the songs.
Yeah, 100%, because it was the last one I made.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was definitely. I think the other songs a little darker, and they just have different beats. That one is a very, like, I think that's the most, like, globally friendly beat. Like, you can play this anywhere.
If you introduce somebody to AJ Bray, would you choose that song or a different song?
I would let them choose. I say you literally can pick any of my songs, and
Okay.
I don't care how you meet me first. But I will say I made that first on the project for a reason. I wanted that to be first because if you don't listen to no other song, you're gonna listen to that one, and I'm very confident in that song.
I would agree. You hit it out the park with that
I
one.
appreciate it.
What was your process as far as like? Because I know that there's not one producer that made more than one beat on this one. Was it difficult considering that they all made their own and then putting it together just to make it flow with each other on the project itself?
Yeah, I think that was hard. But typically when I make projects, I make as many songs as I can, and then I pick the best few. I think for Love Abuse 2, I made about 40 or 50.
Oh, shit.
I made about 40 or 50 records, and then it went through a lot of phases. It sounded totally different. Like, the first draft of Love Abuse 2 sounded totally different from this one.
How long was this in the process for then?
About 5 months.
Okay.
It's about 5 months of me where I think the first record that ended up making it was What You Doing Tonight, and I think I recorded that in June or July.
Okay.
But I had been trying to make records for Love Abuse 2 for probably a couple months before that. But that's just the one that ended up making it.
Okay.
Yeah. That and Frisco I recorded first.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy the production on all over this whole project.
Yeah,
Like, it
I
just
appreciate
fits
that,
well. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was all one producer, but
Yeah.
it's just the fact that there's multiple for each song.
And that's
so,
what
yeah.
that's what I try to have, that continuity. I try to make it seem like I did it with these producers and one guy did it and we were in the studio, but no, it was all different guys. I don't know any of them personally.
Okay.
It was just found the beats.
Hey,
I like that one.
It worked, so
Yeah.
applause to you. So, let me see. I want to keep running this, but shit, what else do you have in store after this? Like, once, as you said, you had like 40 songs that you did for this.
Yeah.
Are any of those gonna be released after this, or is that just gonna
Yeah.
be kept in the tuck?
For sure, I'm going to definitely put some of them out as like singles, shoot some videos. I think me and the homie, Wes Denzel, we got something in the works. And so, yeah, it's going to be a lot more music coming out after this.
Is there gonna be shows for this?
Definitely going to have some shows.
Yeah.
But it's going to have to be one I curated. Kind of like the last one I did, how
Yeah.
it was my show and I curated everything. It'll probably be another one like that, like Lovers and Friends 2, something like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
How was that, the show? Because unfortunately, I was not able to make it.
Yeah.
But how was the whole
It was
show?
fire, man. It
Yeah.
was fire. A lot of people popped out. All of the artists did great. Brooklyn Michelle was on there. Shannon Siona was on there. Naomi was on there. They all did amazing. A lot of people came. Xavier Omar pulled up, which surprised me. I was like, man, this is a nigga I fucking fuck with. And so it was cool. It was a real
That's
good
awesome.
show.
I'm happy for you.
Like you try to have a setting you like dress to impress, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And both you
Yeah.
guys, by the way, are dressed to
Yeah.
impress today. You look
Yeah.
very
Appreciate
nice.
it. Yeah.
I feel like shit now.
Yeah, like when he
Nah,
pulled
nah,
up, I
nah.
was like, damn, like I'm wearing the dirty Air Forces. And
Nah, it's
shit,
all
like-
good. It's just the vibes, you know what I'm saying? It's just the Love Abuse vibes. That's really what we on.
What kind of vibe do you try to create when you're recording? Because you were recording by yourself, right?
Yeah, I record by
It
myself.
was like, are the candles lit? Is the room dark? Because I imagine you sitting there in the dark or some shit like that.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I record in my living room on the couch. I normally turn the lights off. I have a hoodie on. I don't like to be cold, so I'm always very warm. Sometimes I'll try to have candles. If I don't have candles, I'll spray my essential oils before. And then sometimes if I'm trying to get a certain vibe, I might like put a movie on TV and put it on mute.
Okay.
But then sometimes I'll just kind of just rock out and just like just be in the dark and just press play and see what happens.
Okay. That sounds kind of depressing.
It is. It is, but I feel like I need that. You know, if I was in like a real studio with a bunch of girls running around and like all my homies smoking and drinking, like I wouldn't make no Love Abuse type song. I would be making a party song. I'll be making songs for them.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And so when I want to make records like for me and these R&B records where I'm really like digging into my soul, I need to be by myself. It's like therapy for me. And you're not going to do therapy in front of a crowd. You're going to do therapy
absolutely.
with your therapist.
Trying to imagine the Weeknd making Wicked games.
Yeah.
In the studio with a bunch of girls and weed and
he was
beers.
probably by himself, chilling.
Yeah.
Like, he was probably by
barred
himself,
out. Like
Him, a lot of cocaine, you know.
Yeah. Exactly. My favorite artist, Party Next Door, he records by himself. Like
In the dark. We seen
in
the
the
live,
dark.
yeah.
He says that. He
Right.
said, like, I record by myself in the dark. And, like, that's how I am, too, because I feel like that's the only way I could really convey what I want to do. I feel like when I'm around people, I make a different type of music.
I'm picturing the image of you in the back cover just sitting there just kind of like staring into nothing. That's what I
Nah,
picture when I think about you recording on your
That's
own.
really how I look
see
when
the
I
back cover real quick?
record. That is really how I look when I record. Like,
Facts.
that's really, he's seen it
On the
before.
couch.
Yeah, like, he been there before. Like,
Just
that's
took
really
a
how
shot,
it is.
candles lit.
Like, damn.
That's really how
Sit
we
and think
do
about
it.
the shit like, damn.
Yeah, we'll like smoke real quick.
Let me hit her up real
take a
quick.
shot.
Right.
And I've done that before. Like
Oh,
if I
shit.
if I really like need some inspiration, I will hit up a girl just to get like some kind of inspiration. I'll hit up my ex or I hit up
Start an argument.
yeah, start an argument. Or
Just-
sometimes not
just
even
to
start an
create a
argument.
feeling?
Yeah, but no, definitely. Like a lot of
Yeah.
my songs that I've created have been mid-text conversation. Like a lot of them, or sometimes even if it's a girl who like we might not be in contact with anymore, I'll go to her Instagram.
Okay.
I'll go to her Twitter.
Just to trigger some old
See,
emotions.
just to trigger some emotion, or I'll go through our
That's
old
tough,
text
man.
thread.
That's tough.
I'll go through
That's
our
some
old
Kanye
text.
West shit right
For
there.
real, but like I'll literally go through old texts. Like that's why like the people who know me personally, they feel my music even more because they know how real these stories are. Like this nigga know like some of the things I say in my music is like that happened. Like
Yeah.
exactly how I said it. And like to somebody who don't know me, it just sounds like entertainment. It just sounds like a song.
Yeah.
But like to somebody who knows me, they know, oh, this nigga really
Like
went
you
through
lived
that.
it.
This nigga, yeah, I seen that text. Or I was there when that happened. I was there when him and his girl was arguing about that. Like, it's real.
I really don't mess with your baby daddy. It really is like that.
you ask for trouble there.
Man, I'm going to plead the fifth on that one. But niggas know what it is. That's all I'm going to say is niggas know what it is.
With this project, I love how it's like a drive late at night in the whip kind
Yeah,
of project.
100%.
Those are my favorite types of projects.
Right.
When I listen to CLB and everybody was talking shit like mid, I'm like, bro, it hadn't even hit nighttime yet.
Right.
You can't listen
And
to it 4 o'clock in the morning. Or
that's
something
part
like
of mine. Like,
Yeah.
like not even day and night, but the weather.
that. Okay.
I purposely didn't want to release this project until it was cold outside.
I feel
Okay.
that.
This isn't no summer project. I could have released this earlier,
Summer's
but I
over.
wanted to wait. Like I've had this project done for about a month now, but I was like, let's wait till the temperature drop a little bit. Let's wait till the time changes. It gets a little darker, so people will kind of understand it more.
Yeah. Which I think was a brilliant idea because it fits the setting so perfectly.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah,
If it was summer and like I was listening to it in the daytime, I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much.
exactly. I wouldn't either, and I made it. Like in
Yeah.
the summertime, I'm not dropping music like that. Like if you know me, I'm dropping hits during the summer. I'm dropping club music. Like we turning up. But
Yeah.
then when the winter comes, okay, let's get honest for a minute.
Yeah.
Let's get real.
It's gonna be a little cold when we get out of here, so I'm gonna listen to this
Come
on the
on.
way home and just
Come on, it's gonna hit different. It's gonna hit different.
I was driving on the way here and it was dark as shit and
Yeah.
like country road and shit. And I'm like, this is hitting right now.
It's different, it's,
Yeah.
especially when you by yourself and you just reminiscing. Like that's
Yeah,
what this
yeah.
kind of music is for.
I was wondering why you needed a little bit more me time in the car. He was like, "Y'all going
No,
up?
I was
I'll be
just-
up in
I
a
was just-
minute."
Yeah.
chilling, you know.
Nah, that's what this music is for real.
Man, I love it. I definitely appreciate the music that you put out, not just because, like, as we said before on previous episode, like, you're very versatile. You have
Yeah.
different songs
I
for
appreciate
different moods and moments, but this one, you really got on your back with this
Yeah,
one.
I tried to. I really tried to just hit all points. Something that no matter who you are, you're gonna like at least one of them 7 songs. That was the goal.
And what's the release date again for it?
November 4th.
November 4th.
November 4th.
Scorpio season, baby.
Yeah.
I'm so
Man,
excited.
that's who most of the songs was about. Was a damn Scorpio. Come on, everything is calculated.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Everything's
Me
calculated.
and Mario are Scorpios, and my girl gives me a lot of shit for being a Scorpio.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what did I ever do? She's like, nothing, but you're a Scorpio.
Scorpios.
Yeah, we
toxic,
always
man.
get a bad rap. Like,
Scorpios is toxic, man.
you know what's worse? Me and my girlfriend have the same birthday.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
that's dope.
I know
Hey,
that.
I've actually been like that before, bro.
I know that.
When we fight, bro. So it's
Yeah.
like, damn. No, I
Y'all the
understand.
same person, damn near.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly.
we really are.
I've
I'm
been
about to
there.
send her this song. I'm like, here, this is what I'm feeling
Yeah.
right now. You know?
I dated one girl that was the same sign as me, and that was real interesting. We were both Capricorns, and Capricorns always think they right.
Oh
And
shit.
so sometimes we
Yeah,
have our
butt
little
heads a
battles.
lot.
Yeah, sometimes, but the Scorpios is the one I really butt heads with.
Okay.
Man, that love abuse too is powered by Scorpio.
Okay. I would say Scorpios are petty. I'm petty.
Very,
I'm very petty.
very, and
Yeah.
that's why I can make them songs because petty shit.
Okay, I
Yeah.
feel that. I understand now more.
Yeah, you definitely. I know you get it, 100%.
I'm be listening from the other perspective now. Like, I caused this.
Yeah, and you should like think about it. Like, I think a lot of the records on there is two sides, and I'm explaining both sides. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think you're ready.
Uh-huh.
That's me explaining the situation, but I'm really talking about it from somebody else's perspective. Like, I don't think you're ready. I know what I am. I know I'm ready, but are you ready? You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's something that, like, Troy always says. How he's presented to his relationships in the past. You knew what this was.
Exactly. And that's what that record is about. That whole song is about, like, somebody who is about to cheat. And it's like, I hope you know when this happens, everything is going to change. And I think sometimes people don't realize that. But, like, once I lay it down, like, it's going to be different. Like, your whole life is going to change. And that's what that whole song is
You
about.
did say that a few times in the project. Like once you lay it down, like
Yeah.
that's it.
And that's what the whole song is about.
Yeah.
Is like, really the whole project. A lot of the songs on the project are just saying like, it's different over here. So if you gonna do this, just know it's not gonna be one of them where you just gonna be able to do it and it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be different.
He said, once you go Bray, you must stay.
Man, come on, come on, no cap.
I love
I
that.
trademark
love
that right now, man.
Right.
Give me my money, man.
Right.
For the most part, it was subtle. But then, yeah, you're right. You had that one song. You're just like, if I lay it down.
Yeah, I
You
don't
stand.
think you're ready. That was the most blatant song when I'm talking
Okay.
about that.
Yeah, I
for
like
sure.
that. That was a good song. It was right in the middle of the project, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It kind of like connected the project a little
Exactly. It's kind of like that one and Switch Your Focus are kind of the act as an interlude. That's
Okay.
kind of what it was.
bit. All right, word.
Yeah.
And that was Play the Field by AJ Bray. Love Abuse 2.
That one kind of hurt to listen to.
Yeah.
It kind of hurt to make.
Soul Ties, Grandma. You lost your
Yeah.
grandma and your girl at the same day.
Literally, that was real. That's what forced me to go ghost from social media. It was a day where it was me and my toxic ex. You know, we was going back. I think I talked about it last time. I was talking about how I was blocked. We was going back and forth. And then for the last time, she was finally like, "Nah, we can't do this no more. Like, this shit not gonna work." And I was like, "Damn," I was just down bad that day because I was real sad because I thought we had like got on the right track. So I was kind of just down bad. And then an hour after that, my mama called me and she like, "Yo, grandma just died."
I'm sorry.
And
man.
then so I was crying for like a couple hours, and I was like, "Man, what am I gonna do? Like, it's only damn 4 p.m. I can't just be crying the rest of the day." And I said, "I'm gonna just make a song," and that's what I made. I made that the same night.
Well,
Yeah.
sorry to hear about your grandma.
I appreciate it. It's all good.
I mean, sometimes good music comes in the pain of the moment.
Yeah, and I feel like that was my granny like doing her thing like
Yeah.
one more time. She was like,
Yeah.
"You gonna get something good out of this though. Like, keep your head up.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna make some art out of this." And I feel like I needed that, but that was definitely a hard song to make. But I've sent the project to a few people, and a few people have been like, "Yo, that's the one." And so
Yeah.
like I'm thankful.
That one definitely has like long-term replay value.
Yeah, I
just
appreciate
how,
that.
how much the pain that I can hear in the song. And,
Yeah.
like, your ad-libs and all that. Like, it was great.
Yeah.
It really meshed together really well.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
By the way, how do you do the ad-libs?
Like what you mean?
Yeah, like you were like singing and then you did like an ad-lib at the end.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
It's just like I just record like the main vocals, like the regular like the main vocals, and then on the hook, I'll normally like do 3 or 4 layers of the hook so it sounds full,
Okay.
and then I'll do another layer with just ad libs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I always thought that that'd be a difficult process to do. Like when you hear your own music and you're like, how do I do an ad-lib to this? You just pick like the last word and repeat it, or
Nah, that's my favorite part. It's natural. I don't prepare it. I just say whatever comes to mind. Like, cause I feel like in music, like, you don't want to leave too many spaces of just like nothing, cause I think the listener can get bored. And so I just use the ad libs as like when I hear a space that's kind of long. Okay, let me say something there.
Okay.
And there's another space. Let me say something there.
yeah, it sounds nice, sounds great.
I appreciate
you
it.
did a really great job with that one.
I appreciate it.
Mario, you have any thoughts on this song? Or
I love it. The emotion, the structure of it, everything
Yeah.
about it is like the perfect ending to this heartfelt project. You know, it's
I appreciate it.
it starts a little dark and it
Yeah.
kind of ends a little dark, but it kind of like compact. Like you said, you left out all the meat to it because it has so much more in the album.
And I had
beforehand.
another outro too. I had another outro before that, but then when that situation occurred, I made that and I was like, nah, this is the one.
Yeah.
And so I ended up giving my other outro to somebody else for them to use on their project.
is it hard cutting it down? It's just 7 songs.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah,
The
40
hardest part.
songs.
I literally will make 40, 50 songs. And I think the hardest part is not only like picking the right ones, because sometimes like it sounds weird, but like the 7 I pick might not always be the best 7, but it's the 7 that make the most sense and flow the best together.
Yeah.
And I think the hardest part for me is picking. I mean, there's some songs that like a week before I turned the shit in that was going on in there, and then last minute I changed. But like, I think that's the hardest part because they all my babies. Like I like all of them because like I listen to them when I record them. I'm like, man, I really like this song. And some of the songs I love will never see the light of day. Not because I don't like them, but it didn't make sense on the project.
I feel that. You never gonna pull Chris Brown and give us 50 songs on an
I'm
album?
definitely gonna do that. What? I'm
gonna do-
definitely
doing
gonna do
that?
that. There was a point in time where I was working on a 100-song album a couple
Oh,
years
shit.
ago. I was gonna drop a
God.
100-song mixtape on SoundCloud, and I had all the songs. Like I did it because I record
And
so
they're all
much.
unique songs, and
All different,
Okay.
different, and it was just like me just talking about like different shit, like all different genres, like. Cause I got thousands of songs on my hard drive that I've made over the years, so I could easily drop 100 songs, but I just never did it.
I wish more artists would do that. The
Yeah.
only one who was ever brave enough to do that was Lil B.
Exactly, and that's what inspired me to do it. Was when I seen Lil B do it, I was like, I could drop 100 songs.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I have more than 100 songs. Like, I got thousands of songs. I could drop 100 if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
Just do
Yeah.
one a day.
Yeah, like I was gonna drop my like one stuff for real. I was just gonna drop on SoundCloud 100-song mixtape.
Yeah.
And I was just gonna put my picture as the cover art and drop 100 songs. And I still might do it one day, like on my Chris Brown shit, just drop a bunch of songs because like I hate it. Like I hate making like beautiful songs that can't come out. I hate that, but and I don't really believe in oversaturation. Like people only say that you oversaturate if they don't like it.
Yeah, agree.
If Drake dropped 50 great songs right now, niggas ain't gonna say he oversaturated. They gonna
Yeah,
say,
absolutely.
I love this, man. Niggas dropping Kanye album with 25-something songs. Nobody ever says oversaturation. Kanye is dropping too
They're just
much
gonna
music.
call it a double album.
They gonna call it a double album. They gonna get their streaming money and they gonna go on it, and everybody gonna listen to all of them.
Yeah.
For sure.
If Kendrick had ever did it, you would be on the same boat. You'd be like, oh, no way you could ever oversaturate an album.
That would be fire.
I need Kendrick to come
But Kendrick
back.
is definitely the
For real.
less is more kind of guy.
Yeah.
Drake
Yeah.
is the I'm gonna oversaturate.
Yeah, I
you
don't
a
think
little
Kendrick
bit.
would do that.
Yeah.
It's like Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean would never do nothing like that. He would drop every 5 years.
Yeah.
For real.
How long are we waiting for a Rihanna album? It's been 5
Man,
years.
come
She
on.
done gave up. She done
And we
been
need it.
married, divorced,
Yeah.
engaged. She ran through ASAP
Hey,
already.
It would, go,
Man.
it would go hard right now.
She probably got something to talk about now, though. She
Yeah.
probably got some
Her
stories
and
about-
Rocky, bro. Because
Bro.
Rocky, apparently they say he's gonna do some experimental show.
Yeah.
Like she gonna Erica Badu this man.
Oh yeah, we need that though.
Yeah,
Like, Rocky
yeah.
probably get his jug back if he do
Yeah,
that.
Hey, they just dropped Live Love ASAP
I
back in all
seen that.
streaming.
Yeah,
That took me
fire.
back.
Honestly, Rocky should have did what Rihanna's
Fire.
doing. He shouldn't have dropped the testing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not because it wasn't a good album.
I
'cause,
like testing though.
It was
yeah,
a good
but like,
project.
imagine if he didn't drop that.
It was
And-
dropped at a wrong time though, because that's when they dropped the whole rollout with Kanye, with every 7 project album was
Yeah.
coming out, and then I
True.
think Drake had dropped, or who? A bunch of people had dropped around that
Around
time.
that
Drake,
time.
yeah, Drake had dropped the Scorpion that
Yeah,
same
and
summer.
they had
yeah.
to push so
Yeah.
I think
kinda
it's
he got
different
pushed
though,
to the
just
side.
because like people aren't really waiting for an ASAP album. Like they waiting for a Rihanna album.
Yeah.
Rihanna different. That's like she
Yeah.
can go 5 years without dropping.
She's the reason for views.
Yeah, and she like
Yeah.
Adele, bro. Like Adele finna drop. She ain't dropped in years, but
Yeah.
like we all gonna listen. And that single she put out is
Yeah.
I
amazing.
already got the album pre-saved right now.
Hell
Man.
yeah.
Adele is the
You got
goat.
to,
That's
you
one of my
got to.
big inspirations.
love it.
Like one of my big inspirations is Adele. Like for real, Chasing Pavements is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Okay.
For real,
I would never have thought that, but
I love Adele like so much. And the Plain White Tees. That's
plain
another-
white tees.
That's who inspired Dusty. That's me listening to the Plain White Tees.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna have to run that back.
Yeah.
Now that I know that.
Plain White Tees inspires a lot of my music.
Hey there,
Yeah.
Delilah.
Man, they got some hits.
They
got
do,
some
yeah, they do.
hits.
What
real.
influenced you to kind of just approach this project with no features
That's true. No, there is no features on this project.
outside from the voice messages?
That's my favorite feature for sure. I'm definitely gonna give her credit on that one too, sending some streaming money. But I think for me, features have to be very natural.
Yeah.
I don't get a lot of people on my songs because it's rarely natural, and I don't like to force it. And like, I feel like if I can convey the message fully by myself, why would I get somebody else
Yeah.
on there? You know what I'm saying? Love Abuse had one feature on it, and it was very organic, very natural, and I feel like I needed her. I needed Brooklyn to finish Dangerous. I needed Brooklyn on there. I didn't even record a second verse. A lot of times when I do a feature, or when I have a feature on my song, I'll have recorded 2 verses, but I'll just send somebody to open.
Okay.
And then another thing that happens is like, Dirtbag. I send Dirtbag a song, and it'll be an open verse, and I'll be like, who do you think I should get on here? And he'll be like, just put another verse on it, bro. You got it. And I just do it myself. And so, like, I think on this one in particular, it's just nothing naturally felt like it needed a feature, and so I just didn't reach out to anybody. And it's just hard for me to find people that I want on my songs, honestly. Like, it's hard for me to find people that I think can convey the message that I'm trying to
I
convey.
get that, and the fact that actually it's a rarity for you to have a feature that makes it
Exactly.
easier.
Like most people, like I don't really have a lot of songs with features on them. I'll get on anybody's song, but
Yeah.
in terms of my music, I don't have a lot of people like. Cause I think that's like, I don't know, like Picasso never asked nobody, can you paint with me, bro? Like,
You right about that?
can you help
Never
me?
heard that before, but
Can you-
yeah,
Can
making
you
some
help me with
points.
this painting, bro? Basquiat never said, hey, can we link up and do this painting together? Nah,
Yeah.
he's the artist.
Yeah.
Would you ever,
Basquiat
would
don't
you ever
need
do like a duet album with another singer?
Probably a rapper.
Yeah.
Me and Wes Denzel. That's what we try
Yeah.
to cook up.
Okay.
I think I would do something with him, and I would like to do something with a woman.
Yeah, like a
Like-
whole R&B project.
I would a woman for sure. Like I would like to do something like 2088.
Yeah, that's what
Baby
I was
Girl.
saying.
I would love to do something like that, but I think it's hard for me to find somebody where we really had that
Just line
organic
up.
chemistry. Like you really have to make songs with somebody, especially R&B records.
Yeah.
You really have to have an organic chemistry with somebody. I think the only person I can see myself doing it with is Brooklyn.
Okay.
Brooklyn Michelle, because we have organic energy, like in real life and in the studio. Like even Dangerous, we didn't even record that in the studio together, but it sounds like we did
Yeah.
because it's just organic. We have very organic energy. We always kind of on it, even when it comes to like ad libs and harmonies. Like she be on the same thing as me, so it's easy for me and her to make records. But I don't know. I would be open to it for sure.
Yeah. I'd be more than excited as well, but
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
this project alone, just the fact that you were able to tackle it on your own, because I guess nowadays it's, I mean, as you can see with the certified library, when I hear that we keep going to that,
Yeah.
fucking crazy features.
bunch of features,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's really what the project was, just the features. Nowadays it's a lot more common, so they say it's brave when the artist chooses to do it and so on. But when
Yeah.
they have someone the likes of you who can basically do any type of song on your own and execute it well, it's
And I think like when I get to like a Drake level, I have a lot of features too.
yeah.
Cause I would like to put people in positions to eat. I would like to put people on, like, for sure. Even like on the song with Dirk in the Bible, Dirk has a line when he's like when he talking about the India Royal Cosmetics.
Yeah.
He's
The
like-
man.
And he's like, yeah,
I be in the car yelling that shit. So
yeah.
it worked.
Like Drake's song
It
do a
worked.
billion streams for
I'm just
sure.
promoting my
I'm just
bitch.
promoting my bitch. Like. That's
Hey.
real. And so I feel like when I'm in that position where somebody get on my song and you know it's gonna get 1 billion streams, and they're gonna be able to feed their kids with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like at the level I'm at now, I don't need no feature, man.
Yeah. You didn't need any features on this project. You were right. You conveyed the message by yourself,
Yeah,
and it was great. Didn't need anything more, I thought.
yeah, I appreciate that. That's what I was trying to do, is just like kind of tell my story, you know, tell the stories I was going through at that time.
And I was checking out some of the features you did do, and
Yeah.
I heard the beef one today.
Yeah, oh, with Jedi.
With Jedi, and I thought that was
Jedi.
hilarious.
Jedi
Like, I'm rolling a blunt
hard.
like a sushi roll. I'm like, bro, this
Yeah.
is hilarious. How versatile is this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I recorded that at trying to think if we did that at another friend's house, or if I did that at I think I did that one in Houston. When we had went to Houston in the hotel, I think that's when I recorded that verse. But Jedi had sent me that, and he hard, Jedi hard.
Yeah.
He wanted
Great.
wanted
He's
the
been in his
hardest.
bag lately.
He wanted the hardest out of Austin. He sent me that. I said, of course, bro. Like, what? Of course. And then I just freestyled that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was good. I liked it a lot.
I appreciate it.
Also, OMG, like still one of my favorite
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah.
Shout out
Like,
Teddy.
when you come on that shit, you bring so much energy.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
I
this is
appreciate
the
it.
really natural collab. Like, it
Yeah,
works.
Teddy
pretty well.
hard. Me and Teddy got more songs together too. They just ain't came out yet. But Teddy's one of them people where we have chemistry.
Yeah.
And Teddy is one of them people who he's good with melodies. And that's what I look for in artists I collab with. Because I always have a lot of melodies in my music. Because I think that's what gets people going back to it. It's not the words. The words are cool. But it's the na-na-na, na-na-na,
Yeah.
na-na-na. You don't even got to know what I'm saying. You remember that melody.
Yeah.
And that's how it is with Teddy. Teddy has a very good ear for melodies.
Okay. I would agree. You guys are both killing it. Two of my favorite artists.
Yeah,
in-
appreciate
of
it.
Austin.
Yep.
Definitely on the versatility. I love that. What do you have, I guess, once you're done rolling out the Love of Beast 2 and the promo and everything you have,
Mhm.
what do you have in store after that? Do you have ideas and projects already that you're trying to get rolling as well?
Yeah, I want to do. I want to get into some acting. Honestly.
Okay.
Like I would like to do a kind of like love abuse short film or something. And I really just been trying to venture into other things and just kind of live life, cause like I said, Love Abuse 2 is something I had to really go through something to make it. And so I think to make another project, I'm going to have to go through something. I'm going to have to find another muse. I'm going to have to really go through something. But in the meantime, I kind of just want to teach myself new things and just live life and just see what comes out of it. But I definitely want to get into more of the acting world and things like that.
You'll have to do something with Shannon. She was talking about trying to get her
Yeah.
EGOT.
I'm with it. Shannon is very talented. I'm down to do some more. Me and Shannon, we've done a lot. We've acted and stuff together before.
Yeah.
She a legend, Texas State legend. Go Bobcats.
You think you're in music for the long run, or is it like a platform you want to change
Stepping
once
stone.
you make it a stepping stone, I guess?
Mm,
Because Drake has that famous line where people go missing in action. They too worried about bitches and fashion.
yeah, he talking about me and shit.
You
Nah, just
talking about ASAP Rocky, but he'll never admit it.
yeah.
Damn.
I think I always make music because music is my therapy. Music is how I get through these situations without fucking offing myself. So I think I'll always make music, but I'm very aware, and I've always been aware that there isn't a lot of money in music.
Okay.
There's money in music, but there's not. If you're not Drake, there's
That's
not a lot
hard.
of money in music. If you sign to a label, they give you that advance.
We're in
You
the
don't have to
street-
pay that back.
Yeah, we're in the streaming
And
era.
it's
so.
very hard to recoup in the streaming era.
Mhm.
And so I'm very aware of that. And so I think music is partly a stepping stone for me because I do want to venture into other things. I want to venture into acting. I want to do more fashion stuff. And I think music is just where I'm the most talented. And I think it's the easiest to do with a little. Even getting into fashion is hard because you need a certain amount of pieces. You need to go certain places. You need a lot of people to work with you. You need to get designers. You need to get people that can sew. Music, I made this album in my living room by myself with some beats I found on the internet. I went to my engineer who lives in an apartment. We mixed it together on his computer. I put it on iTunes and Spotify by myself. I don't need any help.
Yeah.
But if I wanted to make a clothing line right now, I gotta find somebody that can sew, or I gotta teach myself. That's gonna take years. Okay, then I gotta find a way to get somebody to distribute it. Then I gotta get all of this. So it's like I want to do music forever. I'll always record music, but it's definitely a way to get me doing other things too.
Okay, I feel that. That's great.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
like you said, it's an emotional outlet for you.
100%. Like it's really my therapy. Like even like Play the Field, how I was talking about, like that helped me get through my grandma dying. Like making that song, that really helped me like get through it, because it was like, okay, I got that emotion out in a different way. And like getting over my last relationship, like putting this music, like Does He? That's a record. Like putting that out and making that helped me get through that, because it's like I can almost like talk to somebody without actually talking to them.
Yeah.
And it helps other people get through their situations, which is the best part of it, is that people will hit me up and be like,
They connected with
yo,
it.
I feel that. I'm going through that same thing, and you put it into words in a way that I felt.
I think that it's truly a blessing when you get those kind of messages. You're like,
Oh,
I
man.
related. You helped me.
That's what I do it for. That's what I do it for. I remember the first time that happened, when somebody had DM'd me and they was like, I was going to kill myself, and your music got me through it. And when that happened, I said, I ain't never going to stop making music.
Yeah.
If I can do that to one person, I'll never stop making music.
That's beautiful. I love that. Shit. Well, man, it's been an amazing time as always. Thank you
appreciate
for
you.
coming out and kicking it with us. I'm excited for Love Beast too. Go ahead and give your socials out with people who are going to be tuning in. Know where to check y'all out.
AJ Bray on everything. TheAJ everywhere. That's Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Pornhub, all of that. OnlyFans. If you want to play me on FIFA, hit me up. I give you my PSN. And shout out to IDK. That's perfect.
Thank you, sir.
Coldest podcast for real. Always showing love. Always like y'all keep me going too. So shout out to y'all.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
This was fun. I'm really happy to have been blessed to have the opportunity to come back on. And then when we do it, it's AJ Bray.
Yeah,
Right?
y'all cold.
Somebody
One of a
actually fuck with-
kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, cold.
Let's go ahead and let's run this positivity out of
Yeah.
this toxicity.
Yeah.
Who wants to kick it up? You want to kick off the positive
No,
note?
no,
This
I have
is
nothing positive
for
to talk
people.
about.
People that don't know.
Okay.
Mark birthed the positive note.
It was actually Troy. Don't disrespect Troy's name like that.
I thought you did
It was
it.
actually Troy.
I thought it was you.
No, I did the shout outs.
Oh,
We
that's
used to do
right. That's
shout-outs.
right. We
But
took
I
that
have
out
a
the window.
positive note and a shout out, I guess. I recently entered a relationship, so I no longer can relate too much to what AJ talking about on Love
Yeah.
Abuse 2 right now.
Exactly.
But I've been there, done that. But I'm
Love.
happily in a relationship right now.
Man, teach me, man. I'm
All right.
jealous.
Shout out to consistent sex, man. Shout out to
Man.
all that.
Need
Yeah.
that. Need that.
So yeah, I'm happy right now.
Hey,
Actually, I'm not happy. Dude. I'll replay this album again.
Yeah.
yeah, run that. Definitely run that. If you're listening now or watching, this album is available everywhere. Run it, listen to it, send it to your ex, send it to the person you're trying to hit with. It's gonna make something pop. I promise.
Oh God.
My positivity. Let me see what I got today. Since we're on the topic of love, let me see. As AJ Bray was saying, it's not toxicity, it's transparency.
Yeah.
Always be honest with your partner. If you ain't feeling it no more, fuck it. Thug it out and move on. If you can't let go, figure some shit out. Talk it out with them. Sometimes that shit is fucking hard. You don't talk it out, you're going to ball it up, and it's going to implode, and it's going to be shards of toxicity flying everywhere. And it ain't
100%.
never fun.
100%.
This is coming from a Scorpio, y'all.
100%.
What does
Yeah.
Charlamagne always say? Men get therapists. I mean,
100%.
I think that's pretty valid.
Mental health.
I agree.
Everything.
What's with the positivity, guys? What y'all got for me?
I think mine is, we're going to keep it on the topic of love. A little bit of transparency. I think I seen something on social media from somebody that if I would have seen it a few months ago, it would have hurt me a lot. And I probably would have made some shit shake. I probably would have done some shit. But I seen it the other day. And I ain't do nothing. I was cool. And I said, I'm healed.
Yeah,
I'm
over
healed and Love Abuse 2 on the way.
Yep.
November 4th.
Yeah, something,
That's
bro.
growth. That's growth.
Real growth.
Man, I'm just happy to be here, bro. I got a car accident last week. I could have
Aw,
died, bro.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
happy that I'm right here right now, bro.
We're happy to have you here,
And
man.
also, lighter note, I'm happy for dating apps because sometimes, man, sex is really easy. You have no idea. You know what I'm saying? So forget the death part, bro.
Shout out
Sometimes,
Tinder.
man, sex is just really
Shout out
easy,
to the free
man.
road.
Shout out to the
Tinder.
internet, dog.
Shout out Tinder. Shout out BLK.
Shout out to the phone, bro.
Shout out the best
like-
dating app, Instagram.
It's all
Hey,
fun and games
come on.
until you end up in the love abuse.
Hey,
too.
sometimes
Come on. I mean, it's some girls who I didn't met on Tinder who
You
got
feel me?
some lines on love abuse too. I ain't even gonna lie.
there's somebody right now who's getting some on TikTok right now, man. And shout out to you, bro.
Come on.
However you doing it, man. Keep doing that.
Right.
Well, this has been another amazing episode of I Don't Know That's Perfect. I am one of your hosts. I am Mario from the South Side.
Mark.
I'm joined by,
AJ Bray.
And Alvin Rashad.
and this has been the 2-hour lunch break.